To heal, we must remember. It's hard sometimes to remember, but that's how we heal. It's important to do that as a nation. That's why we're here today. Between sundown and dusk, let us shine the lights in the darkness along the sacred pool of reflection. Remember all whom we lost. Those 400,000 fellow Americans, moms, dads, husbands, wives, sons, daughters, friends, neighbors, and co-workers. We'll honor them by becoming the people and the nation we know we can and should be. So I ask you, let's say a silent prayer for those who've lost their lives and those left behind, and for our country. Amen.
It's President Biden during his inaugural address on Wednesday, leading a moment of silent prayer for the more than 400,000 Americans who've died because of coronavirus. Before that, he was speaking at the vigil he led earlier in the week for those victims. In the United States, someone dies of COVID-19 every 26 seconds, a staggering death rate that has enveloped the country with profound grief. Joining us now is Rabbi Steve Leder. He serves as the senior rabbi of Wilshire Boulevard Temple, the first synagogue established in the city of Los Angeles. He's also the author of the new book about handling grief titled The Beauty of What Remains, How Our Greatest Fear Becomes Our Greatest Gift. Rabbi, good morning. It's great to have you with us in this national moment of grieving. We hadn't really had one until that event on Tuesday night at the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, when we stopped collectively to think about the more than 400,000 people have died. And I'm interested to hear your view of grief right now, because we've had taken from us, in addition to so many other things, the rituals of grieving, saying goodbye at a bedside in a hospital. That's now been replaced by FaceTime calls with a loved one, funerals. You can't assemble and remember the person who passed. So what are you telling the members of your congregation about grief in the age of coronavirus?
Well, I think that grief in the age of coronavirus doesn't really change the nature of grief, but it intensifies it. And I think the first important thing to remember about grief, despite what my generation and yours were taught about grief having stages, that grief is a non-linear thing. I say in the book that anyone who thinks the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line doesn't understand grief. Grief is much more like waves, and so we have to approach it, to extend that metaphor, as if a massive wave is coming at us, and we really have two choices, which is to stand up against it, to hold our ground and say, I am stronger and more powerful than this wave. And we all know what happens then. We get thrown over and upside down, and we're gasping for air and afraid. And the other choice, the better choice, is when you have this wave of grief coming at you, to lie down, let it wash over you, float with it, just float with it until you can stand up again. And I think that what the president did for us in that speech was grant permission to acknowledge the grief we're feeling collectively as a country, to let it wash over us, to sit with us and float with it, and then to know we're going to stand up again and lead more honorable and noble lives as a result of that pain.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.